All right, we're trying to figure out if Operation Phoenix is going down today or not.
Operation Phoenix?
It's Operation Phoenix.
Wow.
It's the rising of the Phoenix.
Operation Mongoose.
It's almost like that movie. We crashed our plane that was the Opie and Anthony show,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're taking remnants of it to build a new plane.
That's right.
Fly back.
Yeah, and today's remnant is just a little piece of the plane. It's just a tiny little piece. But you just watch how this grows and festers.
I watched the original with Jimmy Stewart over the weekend. I love that when a movie comes out and then they got to play the original. You watched it. And all I kept doing was, keep your chin up. We're going to turn this thing around.
I can't find that.
I know. That was such a funny goddamn bit.
We're rebuilding the show every week, and that's one thing I still haven't been able to find.
That's part of the show that has to stay in the desert.
Yeah,
as we lift off in the plane that we built.
I guess. So, we're all hell is breaking loose, but we don't have any details.
Yeah, we need details.
We do need details. But I guess we could seg into our Fareed meeting on Friday.
Fareed.
Which pretty much started this whole thing. Stop wasting. We're not wasting your time, bro. We don't know. We don't know if it's going down officially.
This isn't a tease, Jim.
I didn't say it was. Stop wasting time. You don't have to stretch anything out anymore. Remember, we now pay for the show. It's not regular radio. We just don't want to look like dicks just in case there was some kind of problem today.
Go have a cheesesteak, Jim.
Oh, easy,
showed
man.
him.
No reason to hit that hard.
And Eric and everybody else is running around like lunatics trying to figure out if it's going down or not. And if it is going down, it's going to be a huge story today. It's going to be a massive story, and a lot of people are going to be really pissed off.
It is going down. We just don't know if it's going down today.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So after the show Friday, we went and met with our old pal Fareed.
Fareed.
And we sat in a conference room.
Mm-hmm.
I believe on the 44th floor overlooking all of Manhattan and Central Park and the 59th Street Bridge. And
it was very nice how we, each of us were commenting on how we bashed each other in the newspaper and in on the radio. That was nice. That was a nice, uncomfortable moment.
Well, you know what? I used to think that you could actually make friends in this business. Stupid me.
Yeah.
Stupid me. I mean, they're friends with you until they don't need you anymore, and then they kick you out the door and they forget they ever met you.
Until maybe later down the line.
Until down the line, then they need you again.
Right.
Right?
Sure.
And Fareed was Fareed is a good friend of ours, I guess.
He is. He's a business guy.
He was kind of bitter that we decided to go back to satellite radio. It's a fact that that he was one of a few people that wanted to throw us back on commercial radio.
Yeah.
And we just didn't feel like there was anything left in commercial radio for us to do.
Mm-hmm.
But we always said if someone out there could figure out how to take this satellite radio show and syndicate it back to commercial radio, we would be more than willing to listen. Right, Anthony?
Open to anything.
Right. So Fareed says, hey, guys, why don't you stop by my office? And so we went to his office on Friday, and we had ourselves a little sit-down meeting, and we trashed each other.
Little meeting.
Big time.
Fun.
He's like, hey, what did he say? He's like, where have you guys been? No one's talking about you anymore.
Where have you guys been? No one's talking about you anymore.
I'm like, oh, that's really funny, Fareed. Yeah.
Ha ha.
Yeah, we're only in, I don't know, a bunch of articles every single day across America because we're kind of like the pioneers of this satellite radio thing as far as high-profile guys go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, no one's talking about us anymore. Sure, okay.
That's his little jab.
Right.
We brought little Jimmy, too. Sat in on the meeting with us.
And they're taking his cell phone numbers and stuff, thinking like you're a real bigwig.
Well, you told the woman, you're like, well, he's like the brains. Judy, that was the brains behind the whole thing. So they just had no idea what an idiot they were talking to. I'm just nodding like, yes, that's a good point.
Yeah, because he's the brains behind everything. And Judy looked over at Jim and went like, oh, yeah.
Oh, can I have your cell number, your home number?
Serious, yeah.
Yeah.
My Sabbath shirt, my fat stomach, and she's like, ugh.
She'll call Jim. Jim will think it's a prostitute calling.
Hi, it's Judy. Did I get your number from Craigslist?
How much were you? 3?
Citadel, how much is that on my chest?
So then I go to Fareed. I'm like, yeah, that was really nice what you had to say about it. And when we decided to sign with satellite radio instead of with your company. And he was like, what was I supposed to say?
Yeah. What am I supposed to say?
He was like a scorned girlfriend or something.
Defending his properties.
Right? Yeah. He was all bummed that we didn't sign with him. But But our logic, and it's working out, I do believe, is that, look, we go to XM Satellite Radio, and then we maybe do some commercial as well on the side.
There you go.
It's a win-win for us, and certainly a win-win for everyone else, right?
Yes. So and it gives people an outlet to voice their dissatisfaction with some people that they have to deal with now.
Right. Well,
because there's some kind of grudge there, man.
Well, let's just be honest. Fareed hates Howard just as much as we do.
Yeah.
You know, Howard is a complete dick. Always has been. It's always been about himself. Doesn't really care about his listeners. Doesn't care about, putting on a entertaining show anymore, a funny show. Doesn't give a crap. Just wants to get his paychecks. It's
all about the $500 million.
Right.
That's what it boils down to with him.
And rumor has it that Fareed left, Infinity Broadcasting because of Howard.
Yep.
Because Howard was just a complete dick, taking personal shots at Fareed and his kids and things like that. That's good.
Uh-huh.
One of the guys that helped you get where you are and make you really rich, you're just completely trash because you don't like some of the things going on.
Yep. But then you run and hide behind Mel.
But then if someone talks about your hot, daughters with their big tits, you get all pissed off, don't you?
Oh, he certainly does.
But it's okay to make fun of everyone else's kids, right? It was okay to make fun of Brother Weeze's daughter, right, Howard? It was okay. But if someone does it to you, you run to Mel, and then Aunt and I have to come back from vacation to get yelled at, and probably should have been fired, but they were too scared to fire us because then we would have went across the street and competed against you head to head.
Yep.
Remember that, Howard? Remember? Aunt and I was skiing. You were in the Caribbean or something, and we had to cut our vacation short to meet with Mel Karmazin on like the 88th floor of some fucking building in the middle of Manhattan to get yelled and screamed at because you couldn't handle a little abuse.
A little good-natured ribbing.
A little good-natured ribbing. Remember that?
Yeah, he'd run and hide behind Mel every time. Anytime the crap hit the fan, there he went, running to Mel Karmazin. And now he's going to do the same thing. Those people over there at Sirius don't even have a clue what they're in for over there with those two. They don't have a clue. Howard runs and cries to Mel. Mel kisses his ass, does anything up to firing people just to keep his boy happy.
No, he'll fire people if they don't have power.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Okay. Right up into firing people.
Okay. Yeah.
Ass.
So Fareed just dislikes Howard as much as we do, just because of all the little stupid games he plays behind the scenes, and then acts like he's this big tough radio guy on the air.
Yeah.
Like he'll take on anyone. Sure he will.
Yeah.
No, he'll take you on behind the scenes with the big bosses. Make sure that certain people like ourselves, it wasn't just us, that, make sure, there's a gag order. Don't mention them, or you'll get fired.
He fights the people he can beat. He never confronts the clubber langs, the ones that'll kick his ass. It's just like Rocky III, isn't it?
Good reference, Clubber Lang.
It is. So they keep him. Mel keeps Howard guarded. He doesn't let. Yeah, he puts him against bums. It'll kill you to pieces, Rock.
So this high-profile meeting went down on Friday. It's definitely
Just want to read the
music and bits, though. What does that mean?
Well, because probably had to be edited.
Like we said, it would have to be, right?
It's a beginning.
How'd you find out? Write that down.
We got sources.
Did he call Scorch, the Kingdom of...
They had no clue at that station what was going on.
Nakedness. Everyone's new.
They're doing a meals broadcast. Scorch is giving away free meals to the homeless or something.
Hey, look at that. I'm a good guy.
They had to edit the 45 minutes of best of they were sent?
I don't know.
45.
Well,
that's planner.
Ouch. See, the difference is you're not going to explain what you're doing. I would explain it to people.
It's because you're Opie and I'm just a little cast member on the side.
Yeah, sure you are.
I'm more expendable.
You're getting more and more evil by the day.
More and more evil. True.
So, we did the high-profile meeting, phone calls. It just got nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, wow, I think it's a go. I think this is happening.
It's looking like it.
And then Fareed wished us a happy holiday and then gave us all a huge box of wine each.
Box of wine! And it was a box with bottles of wine in it. It
Lots
wasn't
of
that
bottles.
box
How
wine.
many bottles? Like 6 to 8?
I put it in the trunk of a cab and it blew out the back tires. That was the worst Christmas gift I've ever got.
This is the best part. We haven't talked to Free in a while. You know, we have this love-hate with him, like just about anyone else that Anthony and I have ever come across in this radio business. And it was obvious we're in the conference room having this high-profile meeting, but Christmas is right around the corner.
Yeah.
So he's thinking, I better give these guys something. So he just disappears for 5 minutes, and next thing you know, some of his people come by and throw these 3 boxes of wine on the conference table with little cards. One says Opie, one says Anthony, one says Jim Norton. You know he was in the back office quickly going, Happy Holidays.
I know, happy.
And yeah, I mean, my ink wasn't even dry on my card.
A little smudged.
I didn't get a Jim Norton card. I had 2 Fareed cards with mine. 2 cards that said Fareed, Happy Holidays. I guess he scooped them all up at once, yeah.
Oh,
what a lovely gift.
They were like 8 bottles, full bottles of wine that he slaps down on the table, and I'm just looking going, oh, my God, I got to walk to my car now, which is a few blocks away at a parking garage.
Dude, how was it 25 pounds?
Dude, it had to be 25 pounds.
It was like a 25-pound box.
Yeah. 25 pounds, and we're carrying it. I had it on my shoulder.
And Jim's a recovering alcoholic or whatever.
Well, my doormat had been tanked all week.
Oh, really?
I can't drink. It's a fine gift. I haven't been this happy since someone gave me a baby they cut out of his stomach in Kansas City.
Oh. What is that about?
Huh? Puppy for sale.
Holy S. Holy S.
Land shark.
Candygram.
So we walked out of there with our really heavy Christmas gift.
Heavy wine gift.
From Fareed and the fine folks at Citadel Broadcasting.
If we had any balls, we just would have left those 3 right outside the Citadel door.
It's all right. Go ahead. You wanted to leave him right next to the elevator.
Yeah, it's a good.
So when he goes home, he has to see his stupid Christmas gifts piled up.
90 pounds of liquor.
Right.
Just sitting there.
Sitting at the side by the elevator. Yeah, that would have been good.
We looked all stupid because we're all carrying it with 2 hands in front of us. We're arching our backs, backward because you need a little more help.
When we're leaving the office, you got to tuck it under your arm, all awkward, just to shake his hand. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Wouldn't a bottle have done the same?
1 bottle would have been fine.
Yeah. It was the thought.
The box.
So I guess it's going down, and basically Anthony and I are being heard in Syracuse right now on 95X.
Hey, how about that?
95X. We're being heard on commercial radio today.
Yes.
While Howie's on vacation.
Yes. He's on vacation, and they yank him off the air and throw on your pals.
Opie and
Anthony. How about that?
And all hell is breaking loose in Syracuse, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
1 down.
This is just the beginning.
How many other markets is he in? 1 down.
I'm going to gleefully state that we are wrecking his vacation. Yes. It makes me very happy.
Of course.
Because right about now he's getting phone calls. He's being woken up with the horrendous news that we're in his hair again.
I am so happy because, we're on, and we're making him miserable.
And this was all last minute, so they don't even have it really figured out yet. We were supposed to go live today, but we're doing a satellite radio show, and we're not going to compromise our satellite radio show. So they're trying to figure out how they could take what we're doing and throw it on a commercial radio station. That's up to them because we can't really change our show. We're into doing the satellite radio thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we had to just send a lot of best of material to Syracuse today.
That's what we're doing today.
And then they went through the best of material and went, whoa, okay, hey, they're cursing a little bit here. Whoa, hey, you can't do that on commercial radio anymore. Whoa, what's this? So I guess they're editing the crap out of it and they're playing music and playing what they can right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully we'll figure out the bugs so we could.
We'll figure out a way to transition into live programming.
Yeah, so we could talk to Syracuse live tomorrow because they're all going to hate us, which is great.
Oh my God, the people, the fans of this program, hold on to your hats because it's going to be fun. The hatred that comes through the phone lines when we go into a brand new market is the funniest thing, and that's something I really did miss about satellite radio. When we were at NEW, just in New York exclusively, And then we branched out and syndicated first into Philly. The calls we got, the hatred of our show by these people, you can't imagine. It is brutal.
How bad was Philly that first day?
Philly turned out to be one of our best markets, one of the hugest ratings we've ever had, one of the highest ratings that station ever had.
Right, but at first, they wanted us dead.
Get off, you suck, shut up,
You're
play
not
the music.
funny,
You're not
stink.
funny, who the hell do you think you are?
This is not what I'm used
Right,
to.
and then what do we tell them?
Just give it some
Just
time.
listen for a week and a half, 2 weeks.
That's why
some people not even.
That's why we call it the ONA virus.
Once you're exposed to it,
we don't know what happens, but all of a sudden it just happens. You're infected, and then you want to tell other people.
That beginning part, though, before they get the scratchy throat and sniffles, it's so funny. They're brutal to this show, and you will get to listen along with us.
Right, and this is a big deal because everyone in commercial radio, they've been saying since we got fired that you'll never hear from us again. Look, we're so into the satellite thing. We truly believe this is the future of radio. But it's nice to go back into our roots a little bit and get some of this stuff on regular radio just to prove to people that, no, we're not blackballed. We're not done.
Yeah.
People will hire us again. They are calling. They want this show in syndication.
Sure.
Let them just dump out of whatever they can't use. It's fine. Just dump out of it. Who cares?
That's it. And then the people that have satellite will get the show undumped.
Unedited and in replay all day.
So I'm wondering if there are...
And then you got to figure commercials also.
Right. I'm wondering if there's... some XM listeners in Syracuse that could call us right now and let us know what's going on 95X right now.
Good idea.
95X in Syracuse. What, Ben?
Yeah, but they're hearing a best of show.
No, I know, but I want to hear what they're playing. See, we could talk to someone live now in Syracuse because they have the XM satellite radio, so they call in and like, dude, could you throw it on the regular radio because I want to see what they're doing on 95X. We're very curious.
Right.
That's all. So it's just going to be a complete nightmare for Howie. Complete nightmare. Let's go to Ellis in Philly. Hey, Ellis, what's up?
Hey, guys. Had a great time there on Friday.
You were one. Oh, yeah. What's up?
I'm wondering, isn't Fareed kind of shooting himself in the foot?
Why?
Kind of like having a big commercial for XM.
Well, that's the difference, though. I mean, we're just gonna do our show. I mean, do we mention XM here and there? Of course. But
we don't do big commercials for XM every day on this show. It's not like Howie talking about Sirius every 2 seconds.
Because don't forget, once you're on, even though like when you're on Infinity, you can actually be syndicated to Citadel. Like Stern right now, like ONA, where is Infinity, but then you're syndicated to Citadel. It's not like you're doing a commercial for Infinity just by the nature of being on it.
Right, and I'm not. This is an experiment. We're going to try to figure out and see if this even makes sense. Citadel's going to try to see if it makes sense. I mean, they could yank us tomorrow. They could yank us by the end of the week. They could yank us, I don't know, in 2 weeks. We don't know. We don't know what this is going to lead to, but we do know this is really, really big news. You'll see. You'll see.
Well, congratulations.
All right.
Thank you, mister.
Thank you. Let's go to Texas. Hey, Texas, what's up?
Hey, y'all. What's going on?
Well, we're having fun today at Howie's expense.
Hey, listen, I lived up in Syracuse for 27 years before I come down here.
Yeah.
And Howard is just entrenched up there. Those guys are going to lose their fucking mind.
Oh, we love it. Bring it. Love
They're
it.
going to know what to do with themselves. Hell, I already made some phone calls.
No, he's, yeah. I mean, this will wreck his vacation, and we're all about wrecking Howard's life because he's the biggest douchebag behind the scenes that you would ever want to meet.
Man, he's definitely. I got to agree with you.
All right. Thanks, Texas.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right. Bye,
fella.
I used to be a huge fan years ago. Back in the 80s and stuff, you didn't grow up, especially in New York, without listening to Howard. That's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. It was entertaining. Now, though, and especially now, knowing what he's like behind the scenes, it's such an act. You're not, it's not like I'm delusional and thought that the person on the air is the exact same person you're going to get. But when he's just screwing you over personally, kind of takes away from the humor, Guy's such a scumbag,
and we didn't
phony.
We wouldn't have minded if he screwed us over royally on his own show and went, quote, toe-to-toe with us. But but he turned out to be the biggest pussy. He knew he couldn't, hang with us.
Oh, when he was kicking, what are those two guys' names?
Mark and Brian.
Mark and Brian's ass, or John DeBella in Philly. He just, destroyed DeBella. And it was great radio to listen to. And then you realize, it's just because they were easy targets and easy marks. Anybody that has any bit of talent, Anybody that would have put up a bit of a fight, he doesn't screw with because he doesn't want to be put in the position where he might lose. And that's what happened with us. We started giving him a little crap. We gave the guy his respect when we came into New York. You don't come into New York not being nobodies and start bashing Howard Stern. You just don't. His listeners will rip you to pieces, or at least they would have, years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we came in, did our show, built a listenership, showed people the show we did, and then just started taking little shots at Howard because he was being a hypocrite. And the people were realizing, wow, yeah, they're right. I do see this. And, we were pointing out little things, little hypocrisies that he would do, how he's an asshole behind the scenes. And what did he do? Did he get on the air and destroy us like Mark and Brian or like DeBella? No, he ran to Mel Karmazin and said, Mel, you shut those two guys up. I don't want to hear them mention my name. I want their jobs threatened if they mention my name. That's how he fought. That's how Howard fought back. Not on the air. Not like he did against anybody else with his big radio battles.
Right.
Screw him.
Well, we could go to Syracuse. Dan is in Syracuse. Let's see what's going on. Dan, what's going on?
Hey, I just got done driving through Syracuse, and they was playing Hi Mom, I'm in Porno.
Oh, they're playing Hi Mom, I'm in Porno?
Yeah.
And what else are they doing? Are they playing some of our sweepers or?
No, just right now we got the weather going on.
Yeah, they got to figure it all out, but we're definitely being heard in Syracuse. Maybe they're just playing stuff from our CD, or I don't know.
I have no idea.
I turned it over there when you said it, and they was playing that.
All right, can you hold on the line and someone pick him up? And as soon as they have some O&A material, we're going to go right back to you because I'm curious to see what they're doing today.
Okay.
Because this is day one. I mean, this all went down real late Friday, and everyone was scrambling all weekend long to try to figure out how to make this work today.
Well, no time to get a signal up. It's hard to, how do you broadcast to commercial from satellite? That hasn't been figured out yet.
Right.
Yep.
So, all right, they're talking to Dan, and as soon as, some O&A shit hits the air, we'll go back to him. CJ from Illinois, what's up?
Hey, what's up, all day?
How are you, buddy?
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, CJ. Thanks for calling the program.
Hey, I just got a little take I was thinking about going down the road here. You know how big that is going to be for you guys if your show goes syndication? That the people that don't hear the uncut version are going to want to go to hear the uncut version, I mean.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it's going to it's going to be a win for everybody. I mean, Citadel's going to get huge headlines in the coming days, and it's going to help their company. It's going to help our exposure across America, and everyone wins. Because not everyone's going to get satellite radio in the end. So there's still going to be a piece of the pie for Citadel and these other broadcasters. There'll always be.
But then there's also going to be people that listen and go, wow, I want to hear what they're talking about when we have to go to the long commercial breaks on, regular radio. They have commercials, and during that time, we'll still be on the air for the satellite audience, and they're going to, and that's when we go to things like, maybe the wiffle bat comes out or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think even more than that is that people are going to want to hear, usually people listen to an hour a day when they're driving or whatever they're doing. People are going to want to hear the other 2.5 or 3 hours that they miss.
Yeah, then we get the rebroadcast,
right? Hear it later on, right?
The rebroadcast factor, sure.
This is just the beginning. I mean, we're just,
we're working it out.
We're stepping into the unknown, but we'll figure it all out. But it's just very exciting for the Opie and Anthony show today.
Yep.
Let's go back to Dan in Syracuse. Dan, what's up?
They're still on commercials.
Still on commercials, huh?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Ben, someone has to just keep him on the line and then, somehow signal to us that we could go to him when, because that's boring. Let's go to Frank on Long Island. What's up, Frank?
Yo, boys, how you doing?
Pretty good, Frank.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes.
Victory! You guys.
Of course.
You guys, man. I've been with you guys since BAB.
Yep.
And this is just the sweetest day for me. All these bastards picking on you.
It's the beginning of the payback. It's the beginning of the payback.
You always win in the end.
I am so psyched for you guys. You guys fucking rock, and congratulations, boys. Merry Christmas.
All right.
You're a good grandson, Frank.
Our enemies had a lot of fun at our expense. A lot of fun.
They certainly did, for quite a while.
And payback's going to be a bitch.
It's really going to be hard to swallow.
You should see what we have in store for people. You should see this is just the beginning.
Oh. We're working on it, Popeye.
So that's what's going on. I mean, for a lot of people, you're pretty much like, who cares? But trust me, for the program, it is huge news that Fareed decided to replace Howard with us.
Do you think the listeners on satellite will get jealous? Remember the jealousy that happened with our WNEW listeners in New York? When we branched out and went to Philly, and Philly was bashing us, our New York listeners really came to our defense, and we would put them on the phones together and let our New York listeners just beat the crap out of the Philly listeners. After a while, and it didn't take that long at all, Philly turned around completely and just really fell in love with the show. And then New York started getting jealous of Philly and started bashing Philly that, well, we were here from the start. We remember, and I'm thinking maybe the XM people that have subscribed to us and been on are going to be a little jealous now that we're inviting in other people.
That was our problem, though. We kind of played the cities off of each other.
The cities against each other?
We should have just laid back naked and had one big bukkake video made. Let everyone let everyone have their way with us.
Oh,
instead of playing it like, no, Philly, we love you. No, we love you, New York.
Just be the whore.
Just everyone whip out their hogs and bukkake.
Not even try. Bukkake. Here's a nice heaping glass of Philly.
That's the most disgusting thing in porn when they drink it out of a glass.
Isn't it really rank?
I don't mind it on the face, but when it comes out of a glass and they can't finish it and it slowly sloshes back in like warm sherbet. Viscous as sherbet.
Let's go to North Carolina. Mike, what's going on today, Mike?
Hey, how are you doing today?
Pretty good, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not sure this would be such a good idea, doing this syndication thing.
Why is that, sir?
Well, I mean this on a respectful way. I think you guys rock, but we're going to get just an hour of hardcore stuff now.
No. See, this is a huge experiment. We don't know where it's going to lead to. We can't compromise our satellite radio show, that's for sure. All you need to know today is that we are getting under Howard Stern's skin really, really bad, and that should make you chuckle. It should just make you chuckle.
I just didn't want it to aim down, you know what I mean?
No, don't worry about that.
The way they work stuff like that is you have somebody on what they call a dump button, and anything that you say that can't be used on terrestrial radio, guy hits the button, so you lose that couple of seconds. So terrestrial will hear like a little thing that went wrong, and they'll know that they missed something.
All right.
Cool.
All right,
Keep
Mike.
the faith.
All right. Thank you.
Goodbye, mister.
Let's go back to Dan in Syracuse. Dan?
Yeah.
So what's the station playing right now?
Some rock song.
Oh, turn it up. This is what they're playing right now. Well, I didn't
quite hear that.
You get that?
We should give a prize to the first person that knows what song that was, because I have no idea. I couldn't. Was that even music?
Can you understand that? Let me turn it down a little bit.
All right. Oh, yeah, okay, STP.
All right, Big Cat wins the prize.
Interstate Love Song.
Wow.
Right. Maybe we're coming on right after that.
Okay, I'll stay in touch.
All right, cool. All right, there you go. It's going down, though. We know that much. It's going down.
Yep.
We're being heard on 95X in Syracuse in place of Howard.
Syracuse. Yep, in place of Howard.
With possibly other cities to follow.
Yep.
And wait when Howard gets the bill from Citadel, by the way.
I heard about that, yeah. Maybe we ought to keep that on the QT. I don't know if they want us blabbering about things that are going on
I'm
like that.
I'm just wondering if, is he officially being sued?
I don't know.
Or is that just a bill? Is he being sued, or is it a bill?
Tick-a-lock. Tick-a-lock. Click. I don't know. I'm not doing anything. Let's just say he's not going to be a very happy guy on his vacation.
I think his vacation is ruined. Day one of his vacation is ruined.
If you could think of the last people on the face of the earth he would want replacing him on any of his stations, it is us.
Yes.
He hates us and does not want us piggybacking any of his publicity. He doesn't like it when we get our own publicity. And he would rather have anyone step into any of his stations when he leaves or before he leaves, than us. And the fact of the matter is, like we were the first people on satellite radio, hello, first ones replacing your sorry ass.
There you go.
Enjoy your vacation. I hope your girlfriend's rubbing the suntan lotion on your back right now when you get the news.
Oh, God.
Jack off. Where's my agent?
Let's play butt plug or something.
Mel, is there anything you could do?